The One Big Beautiful Bill has made 100% bonus depreciation permanent for assets placed in service after January 19th of this year. And many are now wondering if it also applies to processing facilities on the farm. Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law joins us now for a closer look. We appreciate your time, Roger. Let's start with the breakdown of this new rule.
Well, good to be with you, Jennifer. And by the way, previous piece, Tanner's a former student of mine, so it was good to see, listen to Tanner's voice just a moment ago. But processing facilities on the farm, historically, those have been depreciable over 39 years. But under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, there's a new provision called for qualified production property, which this would fit, that allows 100% bonus depreciation for those assets acquired and placed in service after January 19 this year. Now, if you would have an office in that facility, then that office portion has to be carved out because that still is depreciable over 39 years, but the rest of it would qualify as qualified production property.
All right, so this does apply to processing facilities on the farm?
Yes, it does. And that's the big benefit under the bill. If you've got an office in that production facility, carve it out, but the rest of it will qualify.
Awesome. So switching gears to gifting farm equipment and depreciation recapture. If you buy a piece of farm equipment and take 100% bonus depreciation, then retire and give the equipment to your child, is depreciation recapture triggered?
Yeah, see, that might be a way to get around the normal depreciation recapture rule, which can trap farmers because often they've wiped out their income tax basis in that equipment. So if they sell that to a son or a daughter or to somebody else, sell their line of machinery out as a retirement sale, they get hit with ordinary income known as depreciation recapture on the difference between their basis and the selling price. Well, if they've completely taken out their basis because of fast depreciation methods, that's all, that entire difference is taxed at ordinary income tax rate. It's a bad result. Some have thought, well, I can gift the property to a child, for example, and get around that rule. And the answer is yes, that's not a disposition. However, there's no basis increase in the hands of the child. So if the child then turns around and sells the property, they will encounter the depreciation recapture, but the parents won't in that situation.
All right. So what if you'd use Section 179 depreciation instead of that scenario?
Well, there's a difference here between bonus and Section 179. If they took 179 on that property and then the business usage of that dropped below 50%, then you'd trigger recapture. Bonus has a different rule. You don't trigger recapture with respect to bonus. So no depreciation recapture would be triggered on the gifting of that property.
We sure appreciate you being able to break all of this down for us. What would you say is the big takeaway for farmers?
They need to talk to their CPA in advance, plan this stuff out. Just don't do your equipment sale by yourself or on your loan, on your own. Get advice in advance, set it up so that you can understand what the tax consequences will be and minimize those going forward.
Yeah, it can certainly be complicated. We sure appreciate you. Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law. Appreciate you joining us.